Dad. Hello, Arthur.
Hi.
So
Hi,
good
buddy.
to see you. Best friends for the last 75 or more years. And we have lots of stories that they want to tell, but we're going to talk first about their business that they started when they were, how old?
You remember how, maybe we were 17.
17.
Okay, around 17, they started a photography business, and here they go.
But you gotta hear about this because we were neighbors, we lived a few doors away, and these were poor houses. People used to rent the upstairs, so there was a kitchen upstairs and a kitchen downstairs. Tell them what happened.
Well, basically, we had a flat on the second floor that was unoccupied, and we converted the kitchen into a darkroom.
Yeah,
So we had running water, we had the ability to close it down and make it into an effective darkroom. And developing pictures then was not like going to Costco. We actually had to take the camera, unload the film, whether it be sheet film or roll film. We had to put it in a little container to develop it.
yeah.
And then we had the joy of going through and observing with a little red light how the film started to, first of all, before there was film and you could see it developing, and everything was reversed on the film. So white was black and black was white. Maybe that's what made it good for both of us. So we had to look at the
True.
sheet film and think backwards.
Yeah.
And then after that, when we picked out the shots that we thought were good, then we put it in an enlarger, and then we saw it
Then we could start
magically.
printing it. But I gotta interject one thing.
Yeah,
It would get so hot in the summer, and we're up in this, we had sealed the room, so no light and everything.
no
And we
light
were
nowhere.
And as I recall, there were days we sat there with our underwear.
Oh, yeah.
It was hot in that room, and it was a process, it was no easy thing to make a photograph. And we did weddings, whatever the hell we could get.
I was just going to ask, what kind of things did you shoot?
Are you having a bar mitzvah? We're available. Arthur came up with the name. He walked in the house one day and he had him printed up unbeknownst to me, and it was called,
Wilner and Downs, freelance photographers.
and one of our claim to fame is he captured a picture that hit the front page of the Daily Star, and tell them how you got it.
By waiting patiently for the building to collapse.
Well, we knew it was coming.
Well, you see, you're walking by, and there's an opportunity when you see the fire department telling you to stay away from the building, and you ask, what's going on? It says, the building's unsafe. It'll collapse anytime. So now, you get your camera out, you wait patiently for the building to collapse. I might just say, when we tried to find out how old we were, I remember having my first and only extraction other than wisdom teeth. And we had to do a shoot at the Savern Tavern on Bay Street.
I do remember that.
Now, we have all the equipment ready, and I'm in such pain that you can't believe it. And I say to Sid, I can't handle it. I've got this gauze and
Yeah.
wrapping. And he said, today we have a shoot. The pain that you're suffering will be gone in a few days. But the people we won't have in a few days. And I can remember we worked that's the Savern, and I was in agony. But we
And you
did the
remember
pictures.
the camera we had? It was
Yeah.
like the old type press camera you hold up like this. You slide in film, flash bulbs, and you didn't know if it was coming. It's not like that where you know the picture is going to be perfect. We had to do all of this process in the darkroom to say, oh, we got it. Or sometimes, oh, it's overdeveloped, underdeveloped, or whatever.
We had a bush SCH, Bush Pressman, which
Yeah.
would be 2 1/4, 3 1/4. And we did some remarkable things with that camera.
We did.
Yeah.
Some we can't even talk about.
Yeah. And I still have some of the film.
And the
Developed
surprising,
the whole-
I gotta interject, well, all the, hundreds and hundreds of pictures we took, there are pictures of me standing with Lou Gerza, Bruce Klein, and myself. Arthur was taking it, or I have pictures with him. So I said, where are the pictures of the two of us? And I don't know if they ever existed.
Yeah. We never took pictures of ourselves together.
Yeah,
I took his picture, or he might take my picture.
right.
But there is a chap that we knew until the day he died, and I used to visit him on a regular basis. There's a spot called Baycrest Hospital. It's the preeminent senior citizen operation in Canada, and it's controlled by the Jewish community. And I would look at Sid and 2 other people, Eisenberg and Bruce Klein. And I wondered, where was I when that picture was taken? Where was that picture taken? And it only came about when we buried his younger brother, and we were coming back from the cemetery, and Sid said, let's visit Lou. And then he looked at that picture. Now, in the seniors' room, they make a little shrine of your life, and so they have pictures of your family thing. And Sid says, that was taken in Hyde Park. And they looked at me, he said, you took the picture. I had no idea.
There were no selfies back then, huh?
Oh, heavens.
Well, we didn't even know if we had a picture till we got it. Can you imagine if we did a wedding and then we come back and it was, the light didn't go up, it wasn't synchronized. The flash had to be synchronized with the shutter, or it went too soon or too late. And there were moments we thought we had pictures and we had nothing.
Well, we could take a selfie. There was a timer on the front of the
Yeah,
camera
right.
for 30 seconds before it clicked over. So what you did is you posed everyone, you knew where you were going to stand, and then you moved away, moved the timer over 30 seconds, got back in place, zzz, click, flash, and we were in the picture.
And needless to say, in those days, we didn't get a lot of money for our work. We did a lot of stuff gratis. All right, enough of that, right? And we are celebrating, and Arthur came to visit, the 75 years that we were close friends. When we used to go to Toronto a lot when I still had family there, and I haven't been there in probably at least 10 years. And the third member of our little group was Lou Gerza. I have to mention Lou. He actually introduced me to Arthur.
Now, we're going to just talk briefly about weddings.
We don't speak briefly. Go there.
Are we good still?
We're almost 9 minutes.
He was at my wedding. I was not at his wedding. But I remember one of his classic lines. He said, you weren't at my wedding because it wasn't the thing to do then, but you're going to be at my first son's bar mitzvah because it's my bar mitzvah. But he couldn't have me at his wedding because it was in Buffalo, New York.
To draw your own conclusion.
I said, you're going to be at my bar mitzvah for my first son. Anyway, we don't have too many secrets.
Right.
He can start a story, I can finish it. I can start a story, he can finish it.